I think Pakistan is one of the most important Muslim countries in the world for a number of reasons. One, that it was founded um, with the idea of creating a place for Muslims, but also acknowledging in that white part of your flag the minority communities, that we respect minorities and we honor them. But the bulk of the flag is green for Islam, and then that it's a Pak place. It was meant to be a place of purity, and you will always have the taints of the world, but the intention should be pure. And the second thing is that we have to acknowledge the incredible sacrifice in the bringing about of the state of Pakistan. Probably over 1 million lives were lost, and it's a Holocaust nobody wants to talk about. But also, people left incredible, the Muhajirs left, they sacrificed so much to come to Pakistan. And I mean, in some ways, it's a great tragedy, the splitting, but it's also destiny, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala willed it. So it's very important that people not become tainted with the cynicism of failure. The fact that there has been so many failures in the past, you kind of throw up your hands and say, oh, we're never going to get it right. It's a waste of time. No, the Welsh didn't stop. And now Wales, they're speaking Welsh after being colonized by the English. They're speaking their own language. The Irish never, 800 years, they fought for their freedom, and they got their freedom, and they're still struggling. If you look at the Jewish community, just the incredible fragmentation of that community, and yet they revived their language, Hebrew. Those are things that we have to marvel at. That despite everything, I mean, the Jews went through 2,000 years of persecution under the Christians, and yet they held together as a people. And the Muslims, the Quran uses the Jews constantly to remind us, of not going in a certain direction, which is to lose guidance once it's been given to you. And so it's very important that we see the negative and the positive, not just the negative, but the positive as well in that community. And the Muslims, we owe it to ourselves and to the coming generations to be successful. This is an obligation on us to be successful, because this is our religion, and we believe it's true, despite the fact that it's fallen on hard times and our communities are beleaguered in many places. The Prophet ﷺ in the trench, when the hypocrites were saying he's promising us clouds in the sky, because he was talking about the palaces of Khosrows. So we're in the trench now. It looks terrible, but our Prophet ﷺ never lost hope, because he trusted in his Lord. And so I think it's really important for us just to not allow that cynicism to get into the heart and to say, oh, we've tried this before, it never works. The Muslims, they can never get their act together. Those are all from Iblis. They're self-defeating. And we should be inspired by these other communities who are outside of our faith, that don't have the guidance that we have, and yet they themselves have overcome unbelievable obstacles to do what they've done.